Today, we're seeing a little bit of movement. I'm hoping the peace conference has some, gives us some help in this and making sure that we do have full sustained access. And I'm hopeful. The Egyptians have been very helpful in this, and I'm hoping that they continue to do so.
Now, I understand you've got a team inside Gaza. What have they been telling you about just how dire the situation is 15 days into this?
It's dire. I mean, not only is there no food, but there's no water, as you know, there's no electricity, there's no fuel. And that combination is not only catastrophic, but this can lead to more than just starvation, but disease as well. So all of us who do, thrive in the emergency situations like this and work in these countries that need us, want to make sure that the world knows how important this is, that we get in, and that the world knows how important it is that you support organizations, not just like ours, but others, so that we can continue to do this work.
Cindy McCain from the World Food Programme speaking to Al Jazeera earlier. Now, protesters in the U.S. Capitol have marched to the White House demanding a ceasefire in Gaza. The show of support for Palestinians aims to put pressure on President Joe Biden, who's shown unwavering backing for Israel. His administration is increasingly being urged to stop funding the wars in Gaza and Ukraine. Live to Shihab Ratanzi, who's in Washington, D.C. for us, not far from the protests. How big are the crowds there, Shihab, and are they likely to make any difference at all?
It's about 2,000 people, we estimate. I know that earlier on you had Mike Hanna at about 3 kilometers away, where the initial gathering took place at the Washington Monument, and then the protesters marched up Constitution Avenue and then up Pennsylvania Avenue. They were supposed to end up here at the Peace Monument in the shadow of Capitol. Appropriate monument, not just because at the top of the monument is actually grief, sobbing, covering her face on the shoulders of history, which is pretty accurate right now around here in Capitol Hill. But for whatever reason, though, their way was blocked to that monument. So now they're on the other side of the reflecting pool. So there is always that disconnect between public